In a world of fake news, we bring you up-to-the-minute factual inaccuracy and a heavy dose of moral truth. With your hosts, Kyle Mann and Ethan Nicole. This is the Babylon Bee. Fake news you can trust.
Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land, Vimeo land, Apple Podcast land, all the different lands.
Sitting on your chair or your couch.
On the ground.
Maybe on the parking lot, laying down.
Maybe sitting in your car.
Maybe you're dead.
Maybe you're dead and
you were recently killed and you still have YouTube playing on your phone.
Just kept on going.
Yeah, because it just keeps going. Algorithm.
Yeah, doesn't it eventually ask you, though, are you still watching?
Does YouTube? I don't think it does.
I know YouTube eventually will stop. Like, it'll stop for me, and then it'll say, click to load the next video. But
wow, you've gone that far.
I have watched.
Down the rabbit trail.
It's because I watched all of YouTube, and I got to the very end.
Got to the end.
Would you like to start again?
Out.
We're out. This is what quarantine has done to
things.
me. Yeah.
You've seen some horrible things.
You probably could never get to the end of YouTube, right? Because
as long every hour or whatever, there's gazillions of videos going up. So
it's like 1 hour, gazillions of content.
It's like a giant hourglass pouring sand down. And you're trying to check out each grain at a time. You're like, oh yeah, I'll catch up.
Yeah. Or you just have your mouth open and there's this huge funnel.
We could do these analogies all day.
Yeah, we could.
We could.
It's pouring into you. No, we shouldn't.
So did you have an interesting week, Kyle? I did.
You know, we had the state, or at least our county, is kind of opening back up. Mm-hmm. So it's been a little fun and exciting. We went out to eat.
Yeah.
We had a barbecue.
Yeah.
I guess now they're even saying salons can open. So...
Whoa, I'm ready.
Maybe we can get our haircut and I don't have to look like a character from Dawson's Creek anymore.
And I look like an extra from Braveheart, but not as muscular.
Yeah. But you always look like that. So.
Kind of. Well, I had a more interesting week because we went to, I don't know what you call this place. It's like one of those places where the city drains all their water to. It's like a big reservoir. So like there's like wildlife and stuff, but it's all like water. And it's like caved in, like there's a bunch of trails you can walk. It's got like a little nature area over in Upland. You know where that is? Anyway,
no.
My wife likes walking there because there's like the shops. So we get Golden Spoon and then we went walking. And it says open from dawn till dusk. So we're like walking and all of a sudden this security car is driving on the trail. We've never seen this before. And the guy kind of slowly drives like, he's not off in the distance. We have to get out of his way and we're like 3 inches from his car when he passes us. So he saw us. Just up the trailer is a gate. So we didn't think anything of it. And then once it's time to leave, we realized he's locked us in. Like all the gates are locked. We went to one gate and then you go all the way across to the other thing.
They locked you in walking or locked your car in? Like
our car was outside.
Your car's out, but you're in.
We're in.
All right.
Yeah, because I thought about it. Like if I could get the jack on my car, I would have just jacked that gate up. Thought about all this stuff later.
I'll jack you up.
I would jack that gate because it was trying it off the hinges. So we were in there there's an apartment complex nearby and I was like on the phone. I had my kid who had a poopy diaper and Eliza already skinned her knee and having a meltdown. And I was getting mad and, you know, I'm supposed to be a nice guy. You know? So, yeah, it took over an hour for the guy to finally come back and get us out of there. We were just standing in there like a bunch of zombies. Like,
so fence couldn't be scaled. You couldn't catapult children over.
The smaller people could. In fact, I maybe could have scaled it. But there was a bunch of people around. Wife scaled it. She got to the car, brought the car back because the car was way over on the other side.
So other people were locked in too?
Yeah, there's this other group of kids. My only guess is that the security guard thought that all those other kids were my kids too, and that I was just this prolific child bearer because they didn't have parents with them. But yeah, I got a little. I haven't yelled at anybody in like almost my entire life. That's not like, you know, in my family, you know, like yelling at your kids for, you know, smearing poop on the wall or something. But I was like, you seriously, you drove right by us. You didn't tell us that you're going to lock this place up. Like you didn't think to like tell us that. Anyway.
That's happened to me before with cars where we pulled into a park.
Oh yeah.
And they locked the gate and then we drive back out and we're like,
I get it when they don't see. He literally was doing it right then. That's what got me. I was like, you drove past us and didn't even, unless he like quietly said it on the, I'm locking up, and then just like drove past us. But
you guys locking up?
It's like he wanted us to be locked in there. That's my guess. Anyway, I'm passionate about that But it's over. I'm out. I almost didn't make it here today. I could have been there all night.
Still there.
Yeah.
And they say that if you walk in the park in Upland in the middle of the night, you can still hear Ethan. You can still hear his
weeping. Or screaming at the security guard guy.
Echoing across the land. Well, everybody, this is the Babylon Bee podcast.
Oh, yeah, by the way.
And we cover the news and stuff. Kind of. That's a stretch.
It's like you're hanging out with the Babylon Bee writers.
This is behind the scenes.
That's what you
even
want to do. I don't, yeah.
Because everybody bangs on our doors and they're like, what goes on in there? The wonderland of stuff.
It's not for everybody. So don't act like, don't get all upset.
Stop being so
You don't
mad.
like it. Don't watch it.
Just
if you
don't
like
watch.
It. Jeez.
Turn it off.
I've never seen that side of you, Kyle.
It was a little whiny. I don't know what that was. But cool. Oh, we wanted to mention a couple of things before we move into the podcast proper.
Which is big red letters.
I will promote Ethan, and then Ethan will promote Frank. So
no, I took it off here because I don't want to cross promote. I want to promote Frank this week, and I want to promote.
Oh, Ethan's got an audiobook of Brave Ollie Possum.
I'll steal audience from Frank.
Brave Ollie Possum has an audiobook.
Don't tell.
But don't worry about that. You'll learn more next week. Ethan's going to talk about Frank now.
Frank, I wasn't prepared for this. Frank Fleming, our best writer. He's written many great books. He has a sequel to his most popular book, actually. It's called Super Ego. It just came out, and I am highly recommending you guys go check it out. I think we'll have a link in the show notes.
Yeah, Super Ego Fathom is the...
Fathom.
Yeah.
And I read the first one. It's about a hitman who... I'm going to sum this up horribly. We should have had something here. It's about a hitman who's like... he can't feel love. And he can't think like people. He has to like fake his way through, like I feel like acting normal because he doesn't care about killing people at all. But Frank really explores like what does that imply, like because Frank's like a amazing thinker, a brilliant guy, and so it sounds really violent, and it is, but it's also very deep and funny. Frank's very funny.
There are two ways to be a hero. One is more violent than the other. And the universe needs a hero because a mysterious entity known as the Fathom is terrorizing the known universe and seizing control. But they've made one mistake. They woke Rico, the universe's greatest killer, from a coma. And he's decided he might be the good guy this time. There he goes on. But.
Yeah, he's like approaching morality purely from logic. Or, I don't know. Yeah. I'm horrible at this stuff. I wasn't ready for that.
Just buy what we tell you to.
Just buy it.
We also need to mention for our subscribers that there was a weird download issue.
Yeah, like a weird hiccup.
If you were a paying subscriber, you were getting the full episodes. At some point, it just cut off.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting lots of emails about this.
So my understanding is it's fixed, but you might need to delete the URL that you use to subscribe to the subscriber version in your podcast.
So like that RSS
app.
URL?
Yeah. So take that. It's on our website at babylonbee.com/podcast. Copy that, paste it in your...
wherever you listen to your podcast.
Does iTunes still exist? I don't know. Apple Podcasts or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So repaste it and it should work. All right.
Hopefully, Hopefully that covers all the people because we're getting lots of emails about it.
All right. We are moving on to the Babylon Bee podcast actual content now.
We're going to recommend some stuff that's good besides Frank's book.
But now, this week's edition of Stuff That's Good.
Kyle?
Today I'm going to recommend something that I watched on Amazon Prime, I think, or maybe we bought it or rented it. And now it's on Netflix. It's called American Gospel, Christ Alone. And there's nothing I hate more than the prosperity gospel, I think. Like the prosperity gospel to me is the worst.
The worst thing.
And so this kind of covers it. And it does
Worse than Ted Bundy?
Yes. Wow. Well, it's probably killed more people. At least
worse than Hitler?
It's destroyed more souls, for sure. Mm-hmm. Worse than Hitler. I don't know. The prosperity gospel is the Hitler of Christianity.
The Hitler of the heart.
Of theology.
All right. Okay.
Anyway, so Hitler. Where does this guy? Where do you find this guy? Anyway, so the prosperity gospel is really bad, and this covers a lot of kind of the parts of the prosperity gospel that have pervaded a lot of modern Christianity. So the prosperity gospel, we think of it as just like Benny Hinn and the weird guys, but it's also it's more sinister. It's guys that like Joel Osteen that just he's smiling and he's happy and he's giving you a positive message and it sounds good and all that. And I think that's almost more dangerous. We talked to Costi Hinn recently, who's in this documentary, and we kind of got a insider look at it.
Yeah, it's a good interview.
And that's going to come out sometime here. But anyway, if you want to, you can watch it on Netflix now for free if you get the subscription. So it's called American Gospel, Christ Alone, and it's very good.
It's weird to watch things that are uplifting on Netflix. Does it feel weird, right? It's like when you're, it's like when you bring your own chopsticks to a Chinese restaurant or something. You just feel out of place. You feel like, you ever done that?
You bring your chopsticks to a Chinese
You bring your
restaurant?
own. So like everyone else has the ones that come with the table, but you have your own because my wife bought me chopsticks one time. And then so to make her feel better, I would bring the chopsticks with me when we went out to eat. But then I looked like a weirdo. Like that guy brings his own chopsticks in his pocket.
That sounds like something that the weird anime fans in our high school would have done. I don't know.
But they're cool because they have like a little sumo wrestler on them and stuff. But at the moment I pulled them out, I felt like a weird, like the guy who has his own ball at the bowling alley.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's not that weird.
It's a little weird.
It's not that. I mean,
if you're way into
it's
it,
a bowling
sure.
alley, but yeah, having your own chopsticks that are like in a case.
Bring your own roller
That's like something
skates to
that
the
a quirky hitman character would do in Dexter or something.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So like you're on Netflix and you're watching something uplifting. It's like that. You're like kind of a weirdo for doing it.
Well, I won't say it's entirely uplifting, but it is sobering.
Well, it's
informative.
It's not.
It's
trash.
true. It's something that's like true. Yeah.
Yeah. There's not like they don't like have to have a lesbian character that murders people because they have to.
Well, I haven't watched the Netflix one yet, so
maybe
it's possible they added some gay characters.
They always have lesbian lawyer women who murder people as I think in every show.
We also interviewed Nate Pickowitz, and I think he's in it, if I remember right. Yeah. And so maybe they made him. They gave him a partner. They photoshopped a partner, and next.
I always want to say his name, Pickowitz.
Hey, Pickowitz.
Nate Pickowitz. Moving on to my thing that's good. I think I've talked about him before on here, but I like to recommend Perry Grip because I assume we have a lot of parents, and a lot of parents have children who have a horrible taste in music. You let them pick whatever song they want. They'll be on that YouTube.
Blippy, like garbage trucks.
Yeah, garbage trucks. Yeah, or like, baby shark, kill me now, kill me now. Perry Grip. Some people may not agree, but I think Perry Grip writes great, catchy songs. He writes a ton of them. They're just, you could listen to every Perry Grip song and not be done for probably a solid year. He's got songs about nachos, burritos, every animal,
waffles,
pancakes, French toast,
hamsters,
almost every holiday, multiple songs for every holiday.
All right. How about possums? Is there a possum?
Probably, yeah. I think there is.
Hamsters?
Oh, tons of hamster songs.
Lots of hamster songs.
He's got gerbil songs, guinea pig songs.
Mullets.
Yeah, he wrote the theme song for Audio Mullet, my other podcast. Wow. Yeah. So all you got to do is you get on Spotify. You can go on YouTube. He has tons of YouTube. It's Perry, Parry, Grip, Gripp. Also a very good guy. We've worked together on some stuff. But if you're looking for good music that your kids will love, like It's Raining Tacos, Baby Monkey Riding on a Pig Going Backwards, just so many good songs.
If you ever wanted to hear a song about a baby monkey riding on a pig going backwards.
Yeah, it's very catchy.
This is your chance. Perry Grip to me sounds like a technique in fencing or something.
Yeah, the Perry Grip.
You're using the Perry Grip. Is that his real name?
He was on, yeah, I believe so. He was the lead singer of, or he is the lead singer of Nerf Herder. So he likes Star Wars.
Oh, nice.
And then the Buffy the Vampire Slayer theme song of the TV show. That was like,
was that him?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The Nerf Herder did that, I guess. Yeah.
Did it have lyrics? It didn't have lyrics, did it?
No, it was like an instrumental.
Yeah.
Those were the things he's famous for before being Perry Grip, just the guy.
I would like to hear Buffy the Vampire Slayer theme song with lyrics. She's Buffy.
I never watched it.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a weird shift like in the 90s where they just stopped doing like the theme song with lyrics.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
Yeah, now all shows have like it's always like this some kind of effect, like everything's passing by. It's
they do like they zoom in on things
upside down. There's like liquid squirting all over everything slowly, and then there's a naked person. I'm like,
it looks like one of your music videos that you filmed for new metal.
And then there's always like a 3D model. It's like, and then liquid pours on it.
It like zooms in on a paper clip,
and it's super long. I mean, you can tell somebody worked so hard on it, and then there's a button that says skip intro. Imagine that guy that made that intro. He's sitting next to his girlfriend.
I made that.
Don't do it. I made this. You do not push that button. We are breaking up. You push that button.
Didn't they start giving out like an award? I think that's why.
Oh, probably.
I think there's an Emmy or something now. And Game of Thrones did the one where it's like this whole map and they like fly over it, so everybody wants to be that.
It's always
yeah.
We need to make an intro to this show like that. That seems expensive though. But.
Like Breaking Bad probably won it or something. I don't know.
Breaking Bad. Me and my old roommate, we had because we watched Breaking Bad I had already watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I rewatched it with him, not the whole thing, but got to where I was, and we had a theme song. We had lyrics for the theme song together. So whenever it came on, we'd sing it in harmony and be like, "Walt and Jesse, Breaking Bad." Yeah, that was our little inside joke.
I saw there was an excellent cut that someone did a long time ago on YouTube where it's like if Breaking Bad was a sitcom.
Oh yeah,
and they did the whole like their buddies and laughing. It's like the Full House style theme song. All right, let's move on to weird news.
Weird.
This has been Stuff That's Good.
This news is weird.
Oh, I can't get enough of that screaming goat. I love that goat. I want to get one of those. It's like an alarm system for your house.
Just the goat itself?
Yeah, you just have it out front, and just, if a stranger has showed up, you hear out front. And you're like, oh, who's that? Oh, it's just Barnaby again, delivering the milk.
It would be a lot more useful than those dogs that bark at everything and then robbers come.
My dog.
Yeah, and I just have useless cats. And my wife got a new cat. Now we have 4.
Cats are pointless.
And I think we're actually at the county limit. Like, we can't get any more cats without...
They have limits.
Like a license. Huh. And last night I scratched I woke up in the middle of the night and kind of rubbed my face and like did this. Mm-hmm. And this cat leaps from off the bed onto my face like an alien face hugger.
This cat, like one you'd never seen before? Or...
I think it was one of ours.
Oh, yeah, it's dark.
But it's hard to tell in the middle of the night. This could qualify for weird news. I could submit this as a thread on Reddit. Man
wakes up. Yeah, that's weird how some of stuff makes it on.
It would get picked up by the Daily Mail or something. And
yeah, because like this one's a good example. And I was reading, I was like, how did this make news? Woman refuses to go on family walks after they invent disgusting poop tag game.
So they were like carrying around the bags of dog poop.
Because their dog poops, they put it in the bag.
And they were like throwing it at each other.
They were like, I think they were either throwing it at each other or trying to touch each other with it or something. And I guess she posted about this on Reddit. And many people agree that this is a disgusting game to play.
And then just news just picks it up.
And the news is like, man, it's a slow day. COVID. Oh, poop tag.
I can relate. You're tired of writing about the coronavirus.
Yeah, I can totally relate.
You're like, I know how to spell hydroxychloroquine.
You do?
Like.
Do it.
Oh, no. HYDROX. Hydrox.
We should make it into a song.
OCHLOR. Chlor. OQUINE.
We'll put it up on the screen so we can see if you got that.
Boom.
I don't know. I lost track around the Q.
Next story. Boy 9 cries after mom surprises him. I said mom. It says mum.
Mum.
Boy 9 cries after mum surprises him with the first McDonald's since lockdown.
Yeah, I guess the McDonald's is in Singapore and they were closed
closed.
Yeah, which is sad. So he was that excited that he got his McDonald's.
We have a video of it.
I think it's just a photo actually. No. Apparently the video is kind of sold as him crying over it, but he's actually crying because he wanted McDonald's. So
sad.
So something. But have you ever cried?
Have I ever cried?
For McDonald's?
No.
What's the dumbest thing you ever cried about? I'm trying to think. I cried at the end of Elf when they hugged. I don't know.
I cry in movies all the time.
Yeah, movies I'm really... So pretty much anytime two people haven't seen each other for a while and then they run up and hug, I'm like...
Oh, yeah. And my wife has a heart of stone, and so we're like... we were watching Up in the movie theaters.
Oh, man. It kills me.
And I'm like, and we sit there, and I'm 2 minutes in, and I've got tears streaming down my face.
Yeah, the whole scene, right?
And my wife looks over, and she like punches me, and she's like, what are you... It's a kid's movie. I'm like, look, she can't have babies. And I just kept saying that. She can't have babies, Destiny.
Yeah. The whole movie about the guy who dies and everybody's dead in the cartoon and they're all Mexican.
What?
What's that famous one? They just came out.
Oh, Coco?
Coco. It didn't just come out, but
the Mexicans are all dead. Everybody's dead. The cartoon.
Yeah, it's the one about all
dead Mexican cartoon.
Dead Mexicans. My shirt was like a bib of wetness. Just like I was just drenched. I was crying the whole time. Just nonstop. And I had kids all around me. And I was just this lone obese man sitting there sweating and crying in the theater.
I don't know if that one did anything for me.
Really? Oh man, it was
try it again.
I'm tearing up right now from talking about tearing up. Oh, okay. What's next? Oh, this is interesting. Hitler's alligator dies in Moscow zoo at the age of 84. So he's older than Biden.
So an alligator that Hitler had in one of his personal...
Apparently it was in his collection in a zoo in Germany or whatever. And
wherever Hitler
there's
was.
I don't know, rumors that this was his personal alligator. Like, did he feed people to it? I don't know. Did he surf on it? What did he do with it?
So did they figure it out?
He didn't make boots out of it.
Like white people walked by and the alligator was like nodding at him.
Yeah.
and then like people of color walked by.
You're a Jew. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe he had a little tiny mustache.
I'd like to see a Photoshop of that. Too bad we don't know anybody who does Photoshops. Boy 6 cracks open robbery case by reeling in sunken safe from lake.
Yeah, apparently this kid was fishing with magnets and he found a giant safe and cracked this case. So to me, this is one of those bad things where, like, you see people that do metal detectors. The last thing you want a guy that does metal detectors to do is find anything of value, because then that's just going to encourage them to do this for the rest of their life and embarrass themselves. So this poor kid, 6 years old, his entire life is now set in motion. I am the magnet fisherman. That's all I will do with my life because I cracked a case. Like, no, kid, this isn't normally what's going to happen. Usually you're going to pull out old spray paint cans. That's what you're going to be doing your whole life.
So it was this like a Bugs Bunny cartoon, like one of those giant U-shaped magnets.
Yeah, he's fishing. He's like Wile E. Coyote standing on the edge of the cliff.
He gets an old boot or something.
He was trying to catch a roadrunner and then he accidentally caught it safe. And then it fell on him, which is really unfortunate.
And he holds up a sign.
He was like pulling her. All of a sudden the safe comes out. Yeah.
Yeah, he flung it way up into the air.
We're writing a Looney Tune right now.
This is great. Robot dog herd sheep in New Zealand.
They got a lot of sheep there. Yeah. More sheep than people. Been there.
And here in America, the people are sheep.
Yeah, sheeple. So what I find weird about this one is we finally get robots, and this is what we think we need to do is make them into sheepdogs. Was anybody like unsatisfied with the sheepdogs? Like, what are they going to do now if sheepdogs get replaced?
Yeah,
they're hyper. They need to do this sheep stuff.
You think that are going to get outsourced in your job?
Vacuums and sheepdogs.
Like sheepdogs probably thought they were safe. They're watching on this like robot revolution happen. They're like, we're safe.
They're thinking in the realm of dogs, we're some of the best dogs there are. We have an actual function. We don't just like lick you. And but no, our job's gone now. Have you seen the way the thing walks? It walks like it has to go pee. It's like it's like prancing around like like a little nervous Nelly having to go pee, chasing sheep around. So it's not a good world we're headed towards if that's what we got, if that's what we're doing.
But soon you're just gonna have robot sheep too.
Yeah, and they're herding the sheep.
The robot dogs and the robot sheep. Yeah, and then androids will dream of electric sheep.
That's a reference to some sci-fi thing. It's Philip something. All right, then also kitten with 2 faces born in Oregon barn. Would your wife like a kitten with 2 faces?
I'm sure she would.
Was that a C.S. Lewis book? Until the kitten has 2 faces?
Until we have faces.
Oh.
Until we have faces.
I thought. Okay.
It was pretty close, though. You
it was
right
pretty
on
close.
There. Yeah. Or
so
maybe it was The 4 Faces by C.S. Lewis.
Do they have 2 brains or they share a brain? I wonder.
I don't know. We could have read the story and found
I didn't read
before.
So if you share a brain, they both do the same thing at the same time, right? That'd be weird.
Well, maybe it could control them independently, but one brain. Like you can control your hands.
I don't know how it works. I'm not a neurologist.
You can control your eyes independently.
That's true.
So what if you just had 2 more eyes? You could maybe.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sing with this mouth and lick milk with this mouth. I can't comprehend that. You think dogs are excited? Like a dog sees a cat with 2 faces. Are they excited by that or horrified by that?
Horrified. I would think.
Yeah, there's not really that much more meat on it. It's just, it screams twice as loud.
Yeah, but do dogs really eat cat meat?
It's just cartoons.
They might like snap it on them or attack.
Yeah, dogs don't get any joy from cats.
Yeah.
That's why we like them.
Yeah.
Or you don't like them. You don't like dogs either.
They just smell. They just smell. That's all they do.
You like that?
No, like smell. Like
Stinky.
emit. They just emit. Smell.
Emit smells. Yeah.
Grizzly bear with white fur caught on camera in Canada.
It's called a polar bear.
Polar bear. So
Yeah.
not weird at all.
Not news. I don't know
Not
why
news. It's just terrible.
Stories of the week. Let's do it.
Every week, there are stories. These are some of them.
In a recent interview with a female reporter, Joe Biden suddenly lashed out, shouting, "Listen, if you don't want me to sniff your hair, you ain't a woman."
So Joe Biden is telling women whether or not they're women. That's bold.
Bold
But
move.
he's Joe Biden. He's our hope. He's the only hope we have. So if he says you're not a woman, then accept it, and then do whatever you have to do.
I picture him sitting in this throne and women come by and he gives like he gives a thumbs up.
Does he do that Nicolas
Thumbs up.
Cage from Face Off thing where he's like in the choir? He's like,
So actually, Biden was talking to Charlemagne the God
it's
last Friday. The God.
THA God.
And he said, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
You ain't black. I can't imagine saying that to any race about anything. Maybe white, but other than that,
But even then, like, why would you say
yeah,
that?
it would be so weird and racist to say that to a white guy.
It's like
you ain't
me-
even white if you don't like my ribs I just made.
So I'm like, hey, Ethan, are you voting for Trump? And you're like, probably not. Yeah, you ain't white. Just a weird,
It's
like,
so weird.
like if you said that at a
You put it
party,
in
everybody
any
would walk
other-
away from you.
yeah.
Like, what?
Any other context, it's not just weird, it's like psychotic. But that's the way people think, right?
Yeah, there's like
There's a huge chunk of like the Democratic Party that just thinks in that way. Like,
take the vote for
crazy.
granted, kind of. Yeah.
I don't want to just gloss over Charlemagne the God, though.
Like if you're picking your rapper name, or maybe he was given this name.
I would really want to know the story.
I don't know.
When you,
And
where do you land on that
I
name?
just profiled and assumed he was a rapper. So hold on.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know who this guy
He
is.
could be, well, he says he's not a God, he's the God, but he's not the God, he's the. It's THA. Which makes me wonder, like, because there's like white people sometimes say the weird, like they say da bears. So is that like that? He just, in his culture, he says the God.
Yeah, it doesn't even sound. Yeah, it's like
Is it, maybe we're
It's weird
pronouncing it
Chicago.
wrong. Maybe it's casual. Charlemagne, the God.
so. This guy like hosted MTV shows. He was a VJ, which sounds funny.
A VJ? Not DJ?
A VJ. What do you do? I'm a VJ.
I'm a VJ.
And yeah,
Is
he's
that a virtual J? I don't even, a jockey?
radio host type guy. So yeah,
VJ, V-jockey. Video jockey, maybe?
video jack. Yeah, that's what it is.
A VJ.
Yeah.
I'm figuring a lot of things out. So Charlemagne, but that's not his real name. We looked it up. It's like Luther Dickinson or something. I can't remember what it was, but
I just had it open, but now I call it. It would
Yeah.
take me a while to get back.
it feels like every time you said your name, you'd have to have like lights and like smoke.
Well, and
My name is Charlemagne Dagao.
and I
I'm
wonder,
not like that.
I wonder if there was some confusion. Like he'd introduce himself. I'm Charlemagne, and they're like, "Which one?"
Oh yeah.
And then
Are you Charlemagne the donkey? Charlemagne the box of tissues?
Charlemagne the cheddar cheese? You know, all this stuff. And then
Yeah.
finally, he's like, "You know what? We're gonna add." Just to clarify.
Yeah, just to clarify. I'm the God, like, oh, THE? Oh no, it's THA. Oh, okay. Look at you.
Right this way, Mr. the God.
Mr. The God.
Mr. the God. I can't say it right. The God.
I can't say it. It's like,
It's like MAGA. The
I'm sure
God.
he says it fine.
I'm sure he does. It's his name.
Yeah. Yeah, so Joe Biden, he told this guy, Charlemagne the God, that if you vote for Trump, you're not black.
Yeah, and Biden later walked it back and apologized, and he said, he
blamed the God.
He said, "Wow, this guy was wisecracking. He was talking smart.
He's a pony-faced dog
He
soldier.
was talking wise,
Dog
and
pony.
I wisecracked right back."
Just a wise crack off.
And it was funny because what he said wasn't a wisecrack at all. He said something about, getting out to the polls. And
We have the video, right?
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's see it or hear it.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Where was the wisecracking?
Like, that's the wisecrack?
That's the one. He was wisecracking me.
Yeah, cracking wires.
That whippersnapper was... he was being a real rascal.
Like Biden's sitting out on the porch and this mailman comes by and he's like, good morning. Cracking wires, eh?
I'll hit you back. I got you. And give him a noogie. So there have been other statements made in the past from other presidential candidates similar to Joe Biden's. Yeah. For instance, Elizabeth Warren is famous for saying, if you don't vote for me, you ain't Indian.
That was a very good Warren voice.
If you don't vote for me. That's true.
I guess it depends on what crowd she's talking to.
That's true.
Trump, if you don't vote for me, you ain't orange. Not even going to try.
Cheap shot, but so, yeah.
But
it's just worth it. Bernie. If you don't vote for me, you go to Gulag.
Pedro Martinez, if you don't vote for me, you don't want all of your wildest dreams to come true.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. He ran for class president up in Idaho.
Oh, yeah, from Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
Nice. Build a cake. Kim Jong-un. Voting. Lol.
That was an LOL.
LOL.
I think there's a dividing line in ages where people say lol when they read that.
Are we on the two sides of that?
Sides, yeah. We're so close and we like reach.
I think that it's more if you have contempt for LOL or you've accepted it. I think you've accepted it. I have contempt for it.
I used to not do it.
So I mock it by saying lol. Sorry, I'm talking over you.
Ron Paul. If you don't vote for me, you're a Soros-funded, Bitcoin-hating, deep state shill for the Federal Reserve.
That wasn't bad.
Thanks.
You're going to have to flower bed me on this one. Beto O'Rourke.
That was offensive.
Sorry. Yeah, I was just quoting Beto.
Kamala Harris. If you don't vote for me, I'll prosecute you for nonviolent crimes. But she wouldn't have stuttered. She would have said it.
That was uncanny. It sounded just like her.
Yeah.
He sounded so nervous during that one.
I couldn't. This microphone's in my way. I couldn't read the second half of the sentence.
Gavin Newsom. I can't think of how he talks, so I imagine him talking about one of the weasels from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. The greasy hair. If you don't vote for me, you ain't a believer in science.
All capital letters.
Oh, yeah, you have to say science like, right? Let me try it again.
Yep.
If you don't vote for me, if you don't vote for me, you ain't a believer in science.
It's funny that Gavin Newsom always tweets out the word science in all capital letters. And that sounds like something we'd make up.
Yeah, it
about,
is a joke.
Like atheists or weird secular humanists.
Well, there's Christians that do that they'll be like,
science.
Well, no, but they'll do one thing you've forgotten is God. And they put it all capitals. Is watching you. Whatever. I don't know. Like, they always put God in all caps.
Yeah.
They're like trying to be all hardcore Pentecostal, trying to type in Pentecostal, which is hard.
I wonder if at some point science will become so revered that they won't type out all the vowels, and it'll be like some of the Jews will do for God. It'll be SC dash,
and then it'll get all
NCE or something.
People say it wrong. Like in the future, it'll be pronounced like sneezy.
Yeah, we don't know how they actually pronounce this word science.
Sneeze. Yeah, and there'll be people like tattooing it on their arm.
Stacey Abrams. If you don't vote for me, wait, what do you mean? Everyone voted for me, and I'm the governor of Georgia.
That's because she's not at all.
Because she's not.
Not.
Well, thanks for the fodder, Joe Biden.
Yeah. Joe Biden. The gift that keeps on giving.
Absolutely.
Because we had like other stories too on this one, but we got to move on.
Yeah.
Ancestry.
Ancestry.com said that they're going to revoke all genealogies of people who don't vote for Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Black people.
You know, over Joe Biden, you just get on there and your whole family tree's changed to white people.
And then the Babylon Bee announced that we're not going to parody Joe Biden anymore.
Yeah, we're just print what he says.
Take the quote and slap it in.
Yeah. All right. Florida has ruled Actually, hold on. Let me read the right part of this. Science says Florida should have seen skyrocketing deaths from COVID-19. But instead, Florida has not seen anywhere near the number of problems faced by states like New York and New Jersey. Because of this, a judge has ruled the state to be in violation of science.
Wow, that's a harsh ruling for them to just come out and say
you're in violation of science.
They have the
Do it every
science
time.
textbook, and the judge is looking through it, and he's looking at the data and
Yeah,
slams the gavel down in violation of science.
too many, or not enough deaths.
So I guess Governor Ron DeSantis was getting slammed in the media because he had this more lax approach. It wasn't
Florida's
like,
been like in the news constantly. People in beaches and that's always the example, right?
They did shut some of that down, and they shut down a lot of different things, but it was more of a phased approach and a cautious, let's wait and see approach. And they focused really hard on shutting down nursing homes and protecting the vulnerable. So
Weird.
That's such a strange strategy. Why would you
What are you thinking?
quarantine the vulnerable?
What a weirdo.
That's a strange.
Like a weird obsession with old people. He just likes to lock them up and whoa.
Oh,
It's eerie.
jinx, you owe me a
I just
soda.
saw a figure that went out that like almost half of all COVID deaths have been in old folks' homes.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard numbers close to 50, 60%.
Half is a big number.
Well, it's not really a number. It's like a
Percentage.
a fraction.
How old are you? Half.
Half what?
But yeah. So you had this number right here.
Yeah, Florida has
You tell it.
about 2,200 deaths out of 21 million people. New York State had 23,000 deaths out of 19 million and a half people. Not a half
So
people,
they have
19
less
and a half million.
a
Yeah.
few less, little bit less people, but like 10 times as many deaths.
Yes.
And they're both states full of old people, right? I mean, Florida's known for their old people. That's
Is
all.
New York full
that's
of
the
old
joke.
people? I don't know what the median age is in New York. I assume New York's not.
It's not a retirement place, but yeah, I guess you don't think of New York, but New York's very old in the sense that like a lot of people that are there have been there. Like it's similar, like it's just a different field. And a lot of cities feel like everybody's a transplant. In New York, there's a ton of people there that like are from there.
Yeah. Their family founded an Italian
They don't know
sub
how
shop 300 years ago, and they've been here ever since.
Yeah, and they don't know how to live anywhere else because they're like everybody's too far away from me, and they're not shouting at me and stepping on me.
Yeah, there's no like pigeon poop
Nobody's
everywhere.
stabbing
What are
anybody
you
in the
going to do?
face in here. Yeah, they're like I can't handle this. I need to get back to New York.
Maybe they haven't found out that there's other places.
Nobody's peeing.
They've
on me.
never left.
Yeah.
They just don't know.
Yeah, like the roads are so open and I can actually drive places. Oh, there's parking. This is hell on earth. We could go on forever with that, couldn't we?
That's heck on earth to you,
Sorry, heck on earth.
sir. But it's been strange. I saw a lot of people on the left were calling the governor of New York. They're like,
He's like hero
like my president.
Cuomo.
And Cuomo
It's the worst word.
is was ordering nursing homes to take COVID-19 patients.
Yeah,
which
they
seems
had
like-
to, right?
Which seems like a really bad idea. Like,
Yeah, here, you're going to take this infected person that's just spewing out disease into your nursing home that isn't prepared to handle this kind of thing. And
like I feel like if there was a zombie outbreak or something, he'd be like, "What should we do with all these zombies?
Yeah.
I don't know, let's-
everyone must house them.
nursing homes."
Nursing homes. Are you comparing COVID patients to zombies?
Well, it's the infectious
part. Yeah, that's true.
Although I don't know that zombies, like, that doesn't seem like a very effective way to transmit a disease.
They bite.
like,
it is
that's,
interesting.
That's
Yeah,
not very effective.
Yeah, it'd be crazy if they could sneeze at least.
Yeah.
That's the other part of all this science stuff. I've been trying to find the actual facts on the masks because everyone's wearing them, and I can't find everything I've found is like they barely do anything.
Unless you're a medical professional, you know how to wear a mask,
And you're wearing one that seals to your face well,
and you change them
wash
out
your
all the
hands
time.
before and after you touch it. I was looking all this stuff up. You never put your fingers under it. You don't touch it on the outside at all. Then it has it's like a 50% advantage. Like it's still not great. But these cloth ones literally almost do nothing. But especially with the amount, people are just wearing the same one over and over again. They're getting, and what was the other thing? The weirdest thing to me is I see people driving with them on alone.
Yeah.
Those are the people I really don't understand. And this is the thing that freaks me out about it is it feels like this weird theater that we're all just like, to make everybody else feel better, we just have to wear these. It makes me feel really weird. Now, are we getting demonetized for talking about this?
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't criticized China yet, have we?
Have we?
We love China. We just want to say,
Hmm.
hey, YouTube, we love China. Please
China's great.
keep this video monetized.
Vote for China for president.
Vote for China. But yeah, that's why I think The Walking Dead did it right, because everybody had the virus.
Wait.
And then if you died, you just came back as a zombie.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
circling
I can
back
see
to
what you're
the
saying.
zombie
Yeah,
thing.
didn't have to get bit.
Yeah.
If you died, you came back because it's in you.
Yeah, that made it make
That's
more
interesting.
sense.
Yeah. I never thought about that.
Anyway, but yeah, this is weird.
My-
It's a weird time with this coronavirus stuff.
Very weird. I say if you don't want to be the jerk, the one guy without the mask, whatever. But if you see a few people not wearing them, let's just if it's a situation, if you're all up close, but like if you're all spread out, it drives me crazy. We're all hanging out, spread out, like at a park in the sun. Sun kills it. You're gonna have it all like stuck in your mask, so the sun can't kill it.
Seems like a terrible idea.
Horrible idea.
Oh yeah, and my wife took the kids to the beach yesterday.
With masks, I hope.
So she wants people to die.
And it's created like, I'm pretty sure more people will die who, like, if you don't wear a mask, more people will die from getting like attacked and murdered by other people for not wearing a mask than the virus will.
Yes, you better put on a mask. Not just
not because of the virus, just because people are psycho right now.
Stop people from beating you. Our next story.
That's going to make some people mad.
Facebook announced today the social network will now be displaying a fact check notice atop avatars that are an inaccurate portrayal of the user. You got these new avatars now.
Yeah, it's like a generically cartoony person.
You remember like,
Dead eyes.
I don't know, it must have been 10 years ago, there was the Bitmoji craze when that started, and you could make those little bit strip cartoons, and people were like going on there and making cartoons on some website. And you can design the people to look like you and all that.
Yeah, but it isn't really.
It's like it would be like if a really cheap animation studio made a cartoon of you.
Yeah, like on Fiverr or something.
Yeah. You hire someone on Fiverr to make a cartoon.
$5 to make a cartoon. Yeah, this isn't going to be good.
I wonder if people on Fiverr are like offering to design people's avatars.
Oh yeah, it's popular on there.
Like, well, I mean, but go on Facebook,
Man,
design your avatar.
Some of it looks like they just use a filter and then send it to you. Some of them really do look like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the whole avatar thing is a how do you say when you're really fat? Like, how people get to say people of color? Like, what's my people of, as a person of morbid,
as a person of size,
as a person of morbidity,
morbidity.
I feel like we should embrace morbid, because no other weight gets that tagged on. There's, overweight. There's, average, whatever all the scales are. They don't add morbid to any other ones.
Like, what if they
maybe they should add an adjective to all the other ones. There's like, so average weight should be like disgustingly average weight, filthily overweight or something.
I've been trying to think. Yeah, morbid. It sounds
horrendous.
Morbidly obese. Like it'd be like if it was terminally obese.
Morbid.
Like, you're terminally obese.
Terminally means I'm going to die.
Isn't that what morbid means?
Oh, does it? I don't know.
Morbid is like having to do with death.
I thought morbid was like oh gosh, vampires,
fatally obese,
people eating guts, fatally. Now he's going to search it.
Oh man, yeah. Well, it's having to do
disgusting.
Having to do with unpleasant subjects like death or disease. Yeah, you talk about morbidity.
Dangerously, yeah.
Morbidity is about like death, right?
But I mean, you could add an adjective to all the other ones too. They're a little bit of a negative adjective, just to be fair.
Like disgustingly.
Yeah, or just repulsively average weight or something. Anyway, so as a person of morbidity,
I think that means what you think.
He's a person of morbid weight, of morbid body heft. These avatars never give you the option to go as fat as you are, if you're fat. So like they're like, oh yeah, you can make yourself fatter, but they have like click the thing up, and it ends way, way back from where you are. So it's like they just assume you would never want to admit how fat you are. Like you would never want to be that honest about your body when you create your avatar.
Yeah. Here goes Ethan. Here come the waterworks.
Oh, he's crying.
He's crying on the Babylon Bee podcast.
But why can't they just take the fattest guy on Earth and match the fattest avatar to that guy, and then find the smallest guy on Earth, match the smallest one to that guy, and then just have it all in between? We can all be honest about how we look. I'm forced to lie. Like, there's no way I can make one of these that's honest. So
I felt like mine. I did go ahead and design one. I felt like it was fairly accurate.
yeah, you're a normal looking guy.
But it's just like but you click goatee, hairstyle, eyes, size, and it's like, okay, I just look. So maybe I'm just basic. Maybe I just look like a basic person.
Pretty normal looking guy. You could be like a leading man in like an afternoon prime time, like an afternoon show,
Thanks.
like a cheap sci-fi show or something.
Yeah, I'm like the video game character when you get to design your own avatar. I'm just the basic first option. Like, you can pick the normal guy, or you can customize and be.
Who's the guy that's in that guy you always get compared to? He was in Narcos, and then he was in the sequel.
I don't know what his
He's
name
like the
is.
main guy. Yeah, we'll get a picture of him right here. We'll find it. You're like the poor man's version of that guy.
The dollar store, 99 cents store version.
Well, you probably could pull it off. I mean, you could upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could upgrade.
Why not?
How do I
You're a
upgrade?
good looking guy.
Thanks.
I mean, I make you look good. You're sitting across from me.
Well, I'm a person of not morbidity, and so
Yeah, you're a person of
repulsive normalness.
averagity. I wonder what you count as on the scale.
Well, like in terms of weight,
Yeah, when they like tell you what you are.
I weighed one time, and it was like I was on the low end of obese
Yeah, because it's pretty.
because the scales are like.
It jumps into morbid obesity like pretty early on. It's like it gets to it quick. Like,
Yeah. But that was a while ago. I've lost a lot of weight since then. Like I've lost 20 or 30 pounds since.
so you're probably overweight now.
I'm probably considered like, yeah.
Because I know, yeah, that's the famous thing. Like all these big stars, like Brad Pitt would be considered overweight according to the BMI scale or whatever.
I say let's throw off the shackles of the BMI scale
But
and love yourself,
I'm fine with keeping morbid. We just need to add adjectives to everybody else, and I'm fine with it.
just to make it fair.
Yeah, just fairness.
Are we ready to go on to our exciting topic of the week?
Oh, topic of the week.
Let's do it.
And now, the Babylon Bees topic of the week.
We just said let's do it at the same time.
Oh, we did? I didn't even notice.
That's the second time in this episode we've said the exact same thing.
We're syncing up in some
We're
weird way.
becoming the same person. It's very scary.
All right. Well, we finally got it. We got this new feature on the Babylon Bee website. We've been working on it for a while.
It's
And,
called the worship song generator,
Yeah, it generates worship songs
and that's what it does.
because worship songs are a little formulaic.
Yes, they
They're
are.
a little repetitive.
So we did a sermon generator, and we did a church name generator, and that was like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. And I designed a worship song generator at the same time, and then we just never did it, and it's just been sitting in my back pocket. Adam sold the site to Seth. We didn't have the technology to do it anymore because they built the site out, and I was just like, eh. So finally, I messaged Dan Dillon, who develops the site. I said, hey, I've got this old worship generator. See if you can do anything with it. So he replicated our old generators and made it, and it's a lot of fun. It's so yeah. It gives you a title,
So
a verse,
what's some of the science that went into creating this?
chorus, and bridge, and chords.
To create the algorithm. Did you
So when I
did you
designed
sneak into Chris Tomlin's room at
Yeah.
night and steal some of his DNA
exactly,
and spread it across a little glass slide, scan that all into a computer, figure it all, get a computer, parse it all out, work that into the matrix?
I did. So it's
All of that.
all the things you just said.
Yeah.
If you want to keep going, you can.
Third day, you got some of that DNA.
But I took Chris Tomlin, and then I took like some of the hymns
Okay.
that he rips off. I cut a couple of the hymns out of the hymnal,
You take the parts he messed up and put them in there.
and then I put them in. There's like a big cauldron that's just bubbling with all of this stuff.
Yeah. Oh, it's a cauldron.
I don't know. Well, whatever. Yeah. If we want to be like science,
Like a Bunsen burner.
then it'll be like a Bunsen burner.
I never
That's
sure
just-
what science had against Bunsen.
They're just modern day cauldrons, really. I mean, science.
Like they always talk about the Salem witch trials, but they never talk about the burning of Bunsen. That's so stupid. I'm sorry. It's the worst thing on earth when you laugh that hard at your own really bad joke. Sorry. I'm crying again. I don't know why the term the burning of Bunsen is so funny to me. Continue, Kyle.
So we thought what we would do today at the Babylon Bee podcast is play some of you guys. Yeah, we're done. we're gonna. I can't recover from Bunsen.
It's because Bunsen.
I can't recover from Bunsen.
You know
burner.
the Muppet? Bunsen is actually Benson. He's a little green guy with glasses. I'm imagining him like burning at the stake, and it's just. I don't know why that's so funny to me.
What about Beakers?
Yeah, Beaker's probably screaming it down like Mother Mary, like. Bunsen's being burned alive.
So we put up this worship song generator, and we generated nearly 200,000 unique worship songs from our.
Yeah, that's a lot.
There was probably
so that's
only
how many people have pushed the button.
Well, probably only like 50 people did.
Okay, yeah, they
they
pushed
just-
it like 600 times.
Freaking out, clicking. Oh my gosh, more!
Trying to get a good
more.
one.
And they work out pretty well.
So it gives you a unique title.
So I just
Verse,
clicked
chorus,
on one.
and bridge,
I generated one.
Okay.
This worship song is called "Eternal Everlasting Fire,"
Okay.
and the verse just repeats over and over again. We just invite you into this place now, Father God. And then the chorus says, "Even in the darkness, you are unforgivingly bright." And then the bridge says, "Because I have 10 bazillion reasons to sing," and it's all set to the chords G, D, E minor, C. So very easy to play.
All worship songs are.
That one's actually pretty realistic. Like I could see that.
Yeah. I saw one the other day that was. This is a real song. It said "You are good, you are good, oh you are good, you are good," which that's a real song now. You heard that one?
Oh,
you are good, you're good, oh. That's
Is
a real
that the
song.
one you're telling us about the goodness of God, or is that the
I
different?
don't like the goodness song.
Oh.
The song's all right, but no, that one, that's the whole chorus. And then they had the verse was just oh 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 or something like that.
Here's one called "Vigorous Praise Explosion." We want you here in this place.
Vigorous praise
Over and over again. And then the chorus is, "Run us over like a dump truck." And then the bridge is, "Insane, reckless, scandalous, unstoppable is your crazy affection for me."
Well, we got some people to send in songs.
Yeah, we didn't actually even ask for this.
Yeah, we never even put a call out for it, but we got some.
We got some
amazing
people that actually
submissions.
recorded randomly generated worship songs off the bat.
And they made them real.
And some of them are pretty
So
dang good. So let's listen.
Let's hear the first one.
When I feel the sparks of love, I know I'm in the lightning storm. Run us over like a dump
Oh, you just read that.
truck. Because I have 10 bazillion reasons to sing. Faster, come on.
Whoa, okay, here we go. Should have practiced first.
Us over like a dump truck.
What church does she go to?
That's fantastic.
Like the Church of Janis Joplin. Oh Lord, won't you buy me?
That was very worship leader-esque. She just went for it.
Just went for it.
Just
Yeah,
went
that's
for
true.
it.
That's more like the guy next to you.
Oh, that's true. Guy behind you, and you
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean-
turn. You give one. So was that was JC and Karis Chambers? Did I get that right? JC and Karis Chambers. My sister's name is Karis.
Karis, that's a real name.
Yeah.
Karis.
Karis means grace in the original Latin. I'm just kidding. It's Greek. We got another one. This is Lacey and Raina Cornelson.
I just can't even with my first world problems right now. My first world problems right now. I just can't even. We love to live to honor you. We live to love to praise you. We love to live to honor you. We live to love to praise you. Insane, reckless, scandalous, unstoppable is your crazy affection for me. Insane,
Everybody.
reckless, scandalous, unstoppable is your crazy affection
Go
for
to the
me.
instrument or the no instruments part where you're clapping. Yeah, and the drum starts to build
Just
up.
can't even with my first world problems right now.
That's the best part.
First
That's
world
so good.
problems right now. I just can't even.
I imagine somebody like singing that right there.
Oh, yeah.
Great work.
Absolutely
Who were they?
beautiful.
Who was that one?
That was Lacey and Raina.
Lacey and Raina. Cornelson.
That's beautiful.
You
What's funny is that I could actually see people singing that bridge like in an actual worship service.
Totally. Okay, so now we have all of these sound like all the names of these worship songs could also be a word for horrible diarrhea. Thundering Heaven Deluge by Jeremiah Webster. Let's hear that.
We just invite you into this place now, Father God.
I see nothing. Sounds like a real word.
I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. We just invite you into this place now, Father God.
It all sounds like it sounds so
I'll
legit.
sing even when my hair bursts into flames. Come on, can you feel the fire?
That electric keyboard in there.
Worship until my
Chopped
hair
it up a bit.
turns into flames, into flames, into flames, into flames, into flames, into flames, into flames.
This guy had too much fun.
Yeah, so we should also mention that in the worship generator we say like you repeat this 4 times, or 8 times, or 16 times,
yeah.
and people were so committed they actually did all the
These are
repetitions.
all repetitions.
So we cut these up so that they're not 10 minutes long.
Yeah,
but,
like that song, the full version is like 7 minutes long.
Yeah. But he was very committed. Jeremiah Webster there was very committed.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the full 7 minute. He did all the whole band. It's impressive. All right.
One more from listeners. This is from Kevin Grant, and it's called Eternal Body Ember.
What? Wow. Same XP, the switch was.
Submerge myself in your grace like a fountain of cheese fondue. You are my best friend forever. You are my best friend forever. I submerge myself in your grace like a fountain of cheese fondue.
I'm into this. It's like Kyle's style music right here. Let's never make it out.
We just invite you into this place, Father God.
This is the second service. Nice.
Because I have 10 bazillion reasons to sing. 10 bazillion reasons to sing.
Probably had to repeat that one quite a few times.
You are my
Wow.
best friend forever.
The breakdown. Drum solo. Oh, yeah. I was expecting the big drum fill
We don't need
to
drum
build
solo.
back up, but we probably just cut it.
So you're going to try to do one yourself, right? We're going to test it out. We
Together.
or we could, we'll take turns. However we want to do it. We'll fill it out. I forgot my tambourine. The only thing I just thought of is that the guitar won't be mic'd. Maybe I should aim my mic at your guitar while you play.
I'm trying to do one that doesn't have one of the lines that was already.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one of the tricky parts.
I like the bridge that says, "Let the bodies hit the floor." I love "Run Us Over Like a Dump Truck." I'm disappointed that was already used.
We can't. How long are we going to spend refreshing the worship generator live on YouTube?
We're just gonna do it as long as we need to.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's the one. You are good, 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 good. That's a real song.
Okay. You're filling. Okay, here we go. I can do this one.
Okay. Well, that's the other weird thing is I can't see the lyrics you have. So
Well, it just repeats the same lines over and over again, so
I'll get the hang
you
of
can
it.
catch on.
Yeah.
I can kind of like do
Yeah, do the in between. Please stand, everybody. I'm putting immense pressure on you all to stand right now, or you don't love Jesus.
This is you're filling up the air I'm breathing. You're filling up the air I'm breathing. You're filling up the air I'm breathing.
Sounds like a fart song.
Filling up the air I'm breathing. Filling up the air. Drop your nuclear bomb of grace.
Okay.
So drop your nuclear bomb of grace. We don't want it to go away. So drop your nuclear bomb of grace. We don't want it to go away. And we'll stand in awe of your sloppy wet kisses forever. Forevermore. We'll stand in awe of your sloppy wet kisses forever.
You okay? Stand right now, church, and sing Drop Your Nuclear Bomb. Drop your nuclear bomb of grace. It's like when they play a new song at church. So it's like, I don't know what to say.
That was called Blazing Hope Downpour.
All right. That was beautiful. Can I try one? Let's try it. Okay. We'll do Pat. Okay. So try like a third day.
Do like a third day style, maybe?
Yeah. Oh, dear. Yeah, once again, I'm trying to find one that's not already been done. We need to fill the list more. Okay, here we go. Her. So it's GD. Yeah. When I feel sparks of love, I know I'm in a lightning storm.
Lightning storm.
When I feel sparks of love,
Sparks of love.
I know I'm in a lightning storm.
The lightning storm.
Show us how we can believe in you and science at the same time.
Same time.
Show us how we can believe in you and science at the same time.
Same time.
Because there's no turning back now.
No turning back now.
Because there's no turning back now.
Turning back now.
Show us how we can believe. I did the chorus wrong. And you and science
Faith and science.
at the same time.
Everybody.
Show us how we can believe
Believe
in you and science
in you and
at the
science.
same time.
Same time.
Because there's no turning back now.
Turning back now.
This is like that episode of The Office with Ricky Gervais. I love how those lines go together. Show us how we can believe in you and science at the same time because there's no turning back now.
It's very deep. So if anyone from Hillsong or Chris Tomlin's camp, any of those groups are listening,
Yeah,
you're welcome to use any our worship song generator.
for a small fee.
Yeah, but we do demand royalties because we don't be like the hymn writers that got all their words taken.
So I really want to quickly read. We brainstormed a ton of lyrics for these,
So
and
there's some,
there are some bonus lines here.
Lines we almost used.
Yeah,
Maybe
or
we'll
maybe
add
they're in
later.
there. I don't know, but
Maybe we'll add later at another time.
your love is crazy, God. You can't get enough of me. Can't get enough of me.
You hold me, I hold you, like a body pillow in life's storm.
Should we try to sing them? I submerge myself in your grace. Oh, it's in there. Fountain of cheese fondue. It made it.
Yeah, but we didn't. The second part of the line.
Oh, like a fountain of cheese fondue. Let me dip my bread again. Can't get enough of you.
I think you're really neat. I can't do that. I think you're really neat. Chickens have T-Rex feet. That was Frank, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Frank. I'll rest in you like a corpse in a bowl of grizzlies.
Your yolk is light, maybe only 33 calories.
Our God's not dead, he is surely alive, roaring like a lion covered in eyes.
Holy Spirit, we grant you permission to enter this space.
You may enter.
Come on in.
Come on in. Don't be shy. Okay, here we go. Your love fills me up. I'm 700 pounds, and thanks to you, I can't leave my house.
You help me kung fu. Chop the ninjas of sin.
The ninjas of sin. What was that song? You help me kung fu. The ninjas of sin. The ninjas of sin.
Whatever happened to the girl echo parts, man? That was
Yeah,
in the
dude.
90s. That was like,
Or when
a
it was
big
like
thing.
women and men sing this
Yeah,
part.
men-
Yeah. Those who identify sing this part. Build me up like a sandwich. Don't withhold the mayo.
Set me. Are you okay?
This one. I realized what you're gonna read.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah, you do it. You do it.
Set me on fire like a hobo. Light me up.
That's horrible. That's
I love all the songs that tell God to just light you on fire.
Light me up. Napalm me, Lord. We didn't do any good. What's that? Thermite. We got to do a good thermite line.
Good mustard gas jokes.
I lost the. Where's the hobo?
Hobos
There
right
he is. How'd I get so lucky? I'm Ernie. You my rubber ducky. You can sing that about anybody that you love.
Put me in the chokehold of your majesty. Render me unconscious with your love.
That reminded me of what's that? Have you heard that song? Jesus is a friend
It
of
did
mine.
sound like
Jesus
that.
is
That's what I
my
was
friend.
Unconscious with your love.
Forget my sins like a Marvel movie. Seen once but never recalled again.
It was a lesser Marvel movie.
Oh, lesser Marvel movie.
It's like
to me, it's all Marvel movies.
That's true, but it's like the Captain America.
Yeah.
or
Forget my sins like a lesser Marvel movie.
It's like Iron Man 2 or Captain Marvel. You just
Yeah. Okay.
it was one of those Marvel movies. Actually, you reminded me that Jesus is a Friend of Mine song. Some of those lines would work perfect in here.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
Like Jesus is a Mountie who always gets his man. Like that's a line of the song.
That's a line. A Mountie.
He is like a Mountie who always gets his man. It's like a Calvinist Mountie.
Oh dear.
I don't know what to do.
Surrounded
with this
by
one.
yaks. Oh, I wrote this one second.
Yeah, you can do this one.
Remember those commercials? I can't believe you're not butter.
Yeah, I remember them.
I can't believe you're not butter. Spray. Hey, hey. There, I got it. Oh, that's a you or not you.
Your holy water rushes out like an unshaken mustard bottle.
I wrote that one when I was squeezing mustard onto my kid's hot dog.
So you had one hand
You
on the
forget
phone.
to
You're
you
like,
get to shake it. You're like, Oh, water rushing out. Water rushing out? Worship lyric.
song.
Yeah. You have no flaw. You won't disappoint. You weren't directed by Rian Johnson.
That almost went to commercial ditty mode. Like, directed by Rian Johnson.
From Nabisco.
Brief, smart, and faithful.
Listen.
Still got to record that.
Yeah.
All right, here's the last one.
The final one.
You own my heart, Lord. Help me own the libs. That was very commercial. That was very commercial ditty. I was stuck in commercial ditties.
I hope people laughed half as much as we did. And so I feel bad.
We just want to apologize for this whole thing. You know, there is a skip forward feature if you just started like not laughing.
You can watch it in 2 times. That'd be pretty funny.
Can't believe you're not butter spray. We're moving on to hate mail.
I really miss Adam Ford.
All right. This guy doesn't like us.
This is a classic hate mail. Classic. This is gonna go up there in the greats, and it's just very,
It's quintessential.
The problem with most hate mail is they go on,
Yeah.
they're not brief, and they don't just get right to the point. So
And I'm guessing he's not being honest about his name.
This is true. He's very clever.
His first name sounds legit, Seymour. But the last name, Butts. Now, I did know a Kate Butts in high school. So it's possible that this is a real person. And I may have just doxed him. I don't know, but I'm assuming that's not real. So my gut's telling me that's not real.
I would probably agree with you, especially because his email is
His email address.
flowerbedU@u.com.
Is that mywebsite.com or it's you.com? fu@u.com.
You want to read it? You want me to read it?
Okay. Reason, complain, message. Are we using the flower bed or are you going to add it later? I don't know how this works. You got it. Okay. Go.
Flower bed.
That was okay. Let's try it again. Go
Flower bed.
yourself, you worthless garbage bags of vomit. No period needed.
We were discussing this about how he specifies that these are worthless garbage bags of vomit, as opposed to all the real valuable ones.
Yeah, really,
What are some of the valuable
We don't
ones?
want to be confused with valuable, like the final vomit of Elvis Presley.
That would be
passed
pretty
on.
That's priceless, probably.
Yeah, you keep that in a museum.
Because he's worried that he says you guys are bags of vomit, and we're like, oh, we're like
Well,
the
yeah,
Elvis Presley bag
yeah,
of
or like
vomit.
Jimi Hendrix. And anybody who died vomiting.
Oh, like all the rock stars, pretty much.
Pretty much all the rock stars. Yeah. There could be museum of rock star death vomit.
He's like, you guys are basically like Hitler's vomit. Although some historical museum might,
Someone would want that. Yeah, it might not be worthless.
it might not be worth
Or the Nazi museum. If there's
maybe like
Nazis somewhere. a secret
Hitler's
museum.
alligator's vomit.
That probably,
bang of that.
There's people like alligators. I'm thinking like sex offender Roy Thurman from New Jersey. Nobody knows who he is. We don't want bags of vomit from that guy. Nobody wants that. Like you could offer anybody the hungriest man on earth. No, I won't eat that.
Oh, anyway.
If you're really hungry, could you be brought to? If you're so hungry, would you eat a bag of vomit?
No.
Ever?
don't
You
know.
die? You'd rather die?
I mean,
If it's somebody else's,
it
then there's
doesn't
got to
have-
be nutrients in there that you need.
I mean, you prolong your life for a little bit, and then you probably throw it up anyway, and then you probably die even faster.
It just, I think that everybody has different vomit, so that their vomit could be food to you if you're really hungry. That's just my thought. I'm just throwing out ideas. We have another one.
All right, one more hate
This
mail.
sounds like a fake, maybe a fake name too.
Yeah, it's just the most common name you could possibly think of. Like
Right.
like a character in Pocahontas.
John Smith.
Yeah, something like that. And here's what he says. This is about the article Inspiring. Celebrities spell out we're all in this together with their yachts.
Oh yeah.
And we'll need the flower beds ready for this one too. He says, this is such...
Flower bed.
It's photoshopped. It's the same boat over and over. You're the problem with the internet. Oh no, you're the problem with internet. Stop the...
Flower bed.
I like that he stands and looks over internet.
The internet.
No, not the internet. He says internet.
Internet.
You're the problem with internet. So he surveys the great landscape of internet.
Or is he blaming us for his connection?
He's like, this is why it's so slow. Everybody's loading this image.
There's all this garbage on here that nobody needs to see. Like fake story about yachts, which real sleuth work. He realized. Which some people didn't. Some people actually thought it was real when I blatantly used the same 5 boats over and over again in that Photoshop.
Yeah, this guy actually is of a higher intelligence level than the people who were like, I can't believe the celebrities went out.
Idiots. They should be burned at the stake.
So it's funny that he was far enough to like figure out that it's fake.
Yeah.
But not to figure out that it's Santa. He just got halfway there.
We thought we were fooling everybody. If you look at it, there's one boat that has a really big shadow and all the other ones don't. That's the dead giveaway right there.
Yeah, how many boats were involved in the making of this?
Yeah, like I said, like 5.
It's like 5 different ones.
I did it pretty fast because it was a busy day. But yeah, it was a lot of work.
Well, sorry for being the problem with internet.
The problem with internet. The problem with internet. I have nothing to add to that. Are we moving on? We got a mailbag. We're going to do some answers for questions we're going to do on subscriber portion.
We have some mailbag questions asking us what it's like to run a really famous website, but nobody knows who we are. So we're going to pull back the curtain a little bit and tell you about our...
Kyle's going to cry a little bit this time.
And
I did all the crying last week.
Ethan's going to try his hardest to get me to cry. So subscribers.
Yeah, that's the end, yeah.
Freeloaders.
Get out.
Throwing you off the boat.
We love you. Thank you for watching and listening. Goodbye.
The rest of this podcast is in our super exclusive premium subscriber lounge. If you're not a Babylon Bee subscriber, go to babylonbee.com/plans for full-length ad-free podcasts, access to our headline forum, 20% off the items in the Babylon Bee store, a gift, and more. Please drop us a review on iTunes and share the podcast with a friend. Feedback and love mail go to podcast@babylonbee.com. Follow Ethan at AxeCop and Kyle at _Kyle_man on Twitter. Kyle and Ethan would like to thank Seth Dillon for paying the bills, Adam Ford for creating their job, the other writers for tirelessly pitching headlines, the subscribers, and you, the listener. Until next time, this is Dave D'Andrea, the voice of the Babylon Bee, reminding you to go forth and punch Satan repeatedly in the ribs.